The Public Relations Officer of the United Workers' Party, Lenard Spider Montoute, says St. Lucians have become numb to the high level of violent crime in the communities.
What has happened is that St. Lucians have become so used to it, it has become so normal as part of our existence that we don't talk about it anymore. We don't make a fuss about it anymore. We seem to pay no heed to the fact that it exists and it continues to happen.
Montoute says the government's nonchalant stance on crime is troubling and calls on the Ministers for National Security and Home Affairs to do more.
I want to in particular call on our government, who have the responsibility to see about our security and our safety. And specifically the Ministers of Home Affairs and National Security, at whose doorsteps the direct responsibility falls. Let us look at what is happening in St. Lucia today. Our safety is being undermined. And when I say our safety as a society, as a citizenry, our safety is being undermined. Never mind that most of the occurrences of homicides take place among gang rivals. We know that people who are not associated or involved in gangs have perished as a result of these activities.
The former Minister of Government says that the society is being set back by the high incidence of serious crime.
Our freedom has been compromised. Our economy is under threat. Now, if that is not sufficient to alarm us, to jolt us, to take cognizance that we are facing a crisis, I do not know what will. And so I'm saying to our government that this is not, what I'm saying is not far-fetched. We have had a criminal-imposed curfew on St. Lucians in recent times. Because when we are forced to close down businesses, when we are forced to close schools, when people are forced to vacate a community by a certain time, that is a curfew in effect imposed by criminals on law-abiding citizens.
For decades, serious crime has taken a toll on the St. Lucian society in terms of lives and businesses. To date, successive administrations have failed to turn the clock back on crime, which is carried out predominantly by young men. Stanley Lucian for the HTS News Force.